Friends, India is a land of literature, and the sheer number of languages in which Indian literature is created makes the subcontinent a very unique place and literary hotspot, if I may say so. The beauty of the literary traditions of India is the celebration of life in diverse ways, and with this diversity of life forms, traditions, thoughts, and expressions is the true essence of India. As literature is a celebration of life, we all should be celebrating life in varieties as possible. And literary festivals are the best ways to celebrate literature, writers, and scholars, is it not? So, Jaipur Literary Festival is a celebration of all literary expressions, knowledge seekers, and books, just as Sahitya Akademi's Festival of Letters is a celebration of diversity of literary traditions of India in all the 24 languages recognized by it and the literature contained in the tribal and oral traditions of India. There are a number of literature festivals at present like Brahmaputra Literary Festival, Bhopal Literary Festival, Chandigarh Literature Festival, Bangalore Literature Festival, Kalinga Literature Festival, Tata Lit Festival, Times Lit Festival, and so on. These festivals are a very good sign as they give opportunities for a large number of writers, poets, and scholars to express themselves and exchange ideas in their own ways and in a number of languages. Literature festivals are also a sign of dynamic fabric and diverse nature of this great nation. So more the merrier, and one should not have a narrow view on the number of literature festivals coming up. Sahitya Akademi has been collaborating with the Teamwork Arts over the past few editions of Jaipur Literature Festival. I sincerely hope the organizers of all the literature festivals of India will collaborate with each other and benefit from each other. This is what celebration of literature is all about. My heartfelt congratulations and best wishes to Mr. Sanjay Roy, Miss Namita Gokhale, and all the friends in Team Work Arts for one more successful edition of Jaipur Literature Festival. I sincerely hope this bond will flourish into a great partnership in the years to come. Thank you very much.
Namaskar, I am Srijana Subba from Darjeeling. I am going to read out my poem in Nepali, then its translation in English language. Well, as you know, the Darjeeling is famous for its tea, so let me serve you some tea poetry. Here it goes. अर्को सूर्यास्त हामी साथी भन्दा अलि ज्यादा हौं हामी साथी भन्दा अलि ज्यादा हौं तापनि प्रेमिल जोडी त होइनौं हामी साथी भन्दा अलि ज्यादा हौं तर प्रेमिल जोडी त होइनौं यो दूरत्व हामी माझमा शून्य त हुँदै होइन तिम्रो बारे सोचाइहरू समयको अनिश्चयता अनि अवश्य नै हो हाम्रो भोलिको साथ सानो शंकासित जे होस् हामी बिछोड हुन ठीक अघि हाम्रो सधैँ साँझ चियाको रिवाज त्यो अन्तिम चियाको चुस्की जस्तो लुप्त पार्दै गाढा अभिलाषाको त्यसैले त मलाई पर्खन बाध्य गराउँछ फेरि एउटा अर्को सूर्यास्तको. Now its translation. Another sunset. We are more than friends. We are more than friends, not yet lovers. This space between us is not void though. The thoughts of you, time's uncertainty, and of course, our tomorrow of togetherness with a tiny doubt, whatever. The moment just before we part of our daily evening tea ritual is like the last sip of tea, tempting with a tinge of longing. That always makes me wait for yet another sunset together. Thank you. Come spring, and I dive into my cup, filled with the aroma of first floods, or is it the smell of the story long lost in the pages of history? That story of Motore, who was killed in factory's mishap. That story of Miley, who died of tuberculosis, and that story of Napti Bozu, whose hand was as rough as the brazen land, and who never wore a pair of shoes. Come spring, and I love my chai more, especially the handmade tea leaves, especially those handmade tea leaves plucked by those strong loyal hands, rolled on a nanglo and dried often on bhar. I prefer these leaves rather than those sold on dainty tea bars or sold at those sophisticated vendors. Their face always with a plastic smile. Perhaps the hands that marketed those lovely green dreams never realized their story. Perhaps the hands that marketed those lovely green dreams never realized their story. Come spring, and I again and again sip my chai directly from the hearth. So strong is its flavor, just as the divine kiss, just as beautiful as the smile of that young woman plucking the leaves in the far green hills. Thank you.